How do I begin to write the poem of my life, when I know in these lines is a sadness trapped in time? How do I speak to an unknown one about those things that trouble my mind? How do I set out things that trouble me tonight? I hear the owl making its nightly cries, nocturnal pains that fill the skies. I feel its pain through every perfect note. The owl's wings stretch out and leave the tree above me, and the crisp wood springs back to place, and a little snow resting there falls to the ground by my feet, at the place where once I had been. This place I now stand in the darkness. Once I knew it when the sun shone its light. Here within these woods did two lovers settle, and upon sheet did they sit, as they watched the first sprinkles of snow fall, until around their entwined bodies did the snow pile, and in the place where they sat was no snow at all. Now I return to that place, and still no snow has fallen, and in this place now rests the shape of the two lovers, drawn in the snow flurry, but the lovers are no more. And whilst this temporary statue remains, they are apart, separated by distance and time, and here I stand by this place, which once bore such love and blessings, and now upon the same spot brings tears and disillusion. I touch the place where she did sit. I feel no warmth there, yet I still call out her name, that in doing so somehow it might bring her back to me. But it does not. It is said in vain. My love, did we not sit here, the two of us, in each other's warm arms and gentle company? And did we not plan our futures as the snow fell about our feet? Did we not marvel upon the nature in which we did lay, the majestic golden trees keeping us in place, the branches outstretched covered in perfectly shaped leaves, keeping us warm and covered, the landscape of trees to the left and right of us, and in front of us, lining the path that we said in our infancy was the path which we would have to take in order to part? O dear Lord, that rests above us, looking down upon me now, as I am returned to this place, which once brought me joy and now brings me pain. Why is it that love must be parted? Why must we taste the bitter taste of longing, when we have once tasted the sweet taste of joy? When I was settling here, but some hours hence, I felt like all time had stopped, and that you looked down upon us and blessed us this day as our union was granted. And we thought before we walked down the path that would lead us apart, you would somehow stop us from that destination, and would bring a way so that we would not be alone, crying in different lands. Yet upon this place do I now return, in the darkness, yet I do not know the time, whether indeed it is night at all, or this shroud upon this ground is one upon my mind only. For I am stuck within the winter of pain that will ever shroud my heart, and keeps me prisoner in this wild, wild land, barren and desolate, covered with white virgin snow, yet where once, when mine eyes looked upon this place, did I see a garden of pleasure, now I see a dark forest of ruin. Will I ever see spring again? Will that heart, which is the owner of my heart, ever claim it again, and with given key unlock it, and bring out the sun that is so hidden? Do you know what it is to feel such pain? I fear mere mortals cannot feel this pain, that those gifted with this double-edged sword can. These hearts, that are not any bigger in mould, but in spirit are as large as the open sky. For I wake from a frightened sleep, calling out her name, that she may appear. But to my left I find nobody's laying beside me. To the woods I walk, yet I find her not. To the sky do I look, with its millionth star counted, and in each twinkle do I hope, if I call out her name loud and alone in this forest, that a wish may be granted, and I may look down, and in the shimmer of darkness, like that of a woman out of a lake, shall walk and ascend towards me, down the path where once we were parted, and shall I jump and fall to my knees and kiss her feet, and hold in my tight grip her body close to mine, and kiss upon her deathly lips a kiss to awaken her soul and bring her back to this world. Yet upon calling, I only unsettle the owls from the trees, and young birds tweet in their nests as awoken by this fool that screams for a love that is so far away it cannot even hear him. Even if he could bleed from his very body every sound that his tiny lungs could make, if alone it was left to my lungs to call my love so that she could hear, even I, a man of such strength and imagination, could not even do so, for I am but a man, whose heart is no bigger than any other, and yet who is driven by it like no other. In every moment of this day, I look back to yesterday, and remember where she laid her hands upon any object she did touch, and draw tears from my eyes, and upon her words do I play upon my mind, recalling every soft touch that it once did caress upon my ears, and smile at the remembrance of her smile, and cry at the thought of her ever-gazing eyes. This love that I have with her I would share, but she has gone, and when shall the day come? When again shall she return? Or is it merely a dream I had upon this cold snowy day that is gone? And this now fallen spot where once was the shape of the lovers was merely a freak of nature, or where I had laid alone. When I wake from a dream, and in those dreamlands I see her face until it dissipates before my eyes, is she just a ghost of some past I do not know, of an imagination invented, a lie? Or is she real, or merely my heart's longing, drawn into a vision? Lord, that is seated high above, will you open my heart, and let me be given this love of mine that I have so desired, and with which without I can no longer live? For every day I spend without her is a day that is filled with a kind of nothingness, a numbness, a way to survive but not to be. Will you let me live as if a ghost through the rest of my life, always panning for a dream that was yesterday? Will you not plan for me a future of tomorrow? Will you not bring from the heavens once again the angel that touched my heart and soul, and which occupies this empty mind day and night? Will you not show a mercy upon this weak man, who only wishes to have by his side this love that he may call his own? My love, do you hear me this night where I stand at our place, eyes closed, eyes skyward, dreaming of our yesterdays, and hoping that with every thought emanating from my heart, crossing the horizons of the sky, I am building for us a future that only waits for us to build? My love, I am afraid that your love does not exist, that I will ever lose you. Say it's not true. Let me, upon opening my eyes, see in front of me your eyes staring back into mine. Let me not be this way any more. Let our tomorrows now begin, and let us never, ever be alone.